What's up, VC? It's Steve again, Harmless Rebel, and it's time for part 2 of my 7-inch collection. This is going to be more than 2 videos. I didn't think it was going to be this long, so I'll probably split them up over a short period of time. But I want to record them all at once so it doesn't turn into my Judas Priest collection video, which I still haven't finished. So next up, so this is kind of a cool one. I'm not a huge fan of either of these bands. I actually found this at a thrift store for I think 50 cents, and it's worth like 30 or 40 bucks. But this is Taking Back Sunday and Jimmy Eat World split. The songs are Taking Back Sunday, Your Own Disaster, and The Concept from Jimmy Eat World. And the deal with this was you could only get this at their concerts, and you could only get it if you bought both of their CDs. If you bought both of their CDs at the concert, they would give you this free 7-inch. And I think there were only like 100 of them pressed. Next up, a little bit more John Cougar Mellencamp. This is Rumble Seat and Cold Sweat off of Scarecrow. Next up, some more Record Store Day. This is Poison Idea and Pantera doing The Badge. And if I remember correctly, The Badge was on the Crow soundtrack, at least the Pantera version of it. Another Record Store Day. This is one of the hidden ones. Sheena Was a Punk Rocker, live by the Ramones, and then by Husker Du. I'm not a big Husker Du fan. I just never have been. I've owned a couple of their albums and I've tried to get into them. I just don't get that band. But I do like early Ramones, especially their first 4 albums. After that, I just kind of lost interest in them. I've heard stuff since then, and I do like some of the songs. But when I want to listen to the Ramones, it's those first 4 albums that really get me going. Next up, AC/DC Rock or Bust. This is the pre-release single that came out with Play Ball and Rock or Bust. That one was also VCLT. From Will, Vinyl Potato. This next one was a Record Store Day maybe 4 years ago. I'm a big fan of Jason Isbell. The A-side is Christmas in Dixie with the Blind Boys of Atlanta, who are also great. And then the B-side is Old Flame with Jason Isbell and John Paul White. And they call this cotton-colored vinyl. And it's kind of cool. It does have it's kind of hard to see, but it's clear, and it's got these cotton-looking strands on the inside of it, so that's kind of cool vinyl. Next up on Bang Records, I love this label, by the way. This is Van Morrison, Brown Eyed Girl, and Goodbye Baby. I could honestly live without hearing Brown Eyed Girl ever again, but I couldn't pass. It was 25 cents for the EP, or for the single. Next up, we got Made in Japan. Let's see what songs. Highway Star and Smoke on the Water from Deep Purple. A little bit of Doors. Actually, let me pull. No, I'll show that one later. Doors. This is Light My Fire on the A side and the Crystal Ship on the B side. And I can't remember. That may be VCLT 2 from Will. I can't remember off the top of my head. This next one was a thrift store find, though. This is ELO on purple vinyl. This is not a repress. This is the original vinyl from the 80s. But this is Fire on High. And the B-side is Sweet Talking Woman. A little 80s throwback. This is Touch Me, I Want Your Body from Samantha Fox. Which is funny. Looking back, never mind. Yeah, she was pretty hot. I was going to say, I remember her being a lot hotter than she was, but I changed my mind. She's still... Yeah. And Drop Me a Line is the B-side on Jive. I remember all of my friends having posters of Samantha Fox on their walls, though. This is a great one. This is The Greatest American Hero, believe it or not, from John Scarberry, with A Little Bit of Us, which is, who cares about the B-side? If you guys have never seen Greatest American Hero, that was a phenomenal show. I loved it. It was a favorite of mine. It's funny, I went back and tried to watch it recently about a year ago, and I can't make it through I couldn't make it through like the 3rd episode. But I really loved it back then. And now I hear they're trying to remake it, which I don't think I want to see that. But, Queen, another one, Bites the Dust. and Don't Try Suicide. Let's see, a lot of these are, I've got a big stack of just some, yeah, a lot of these are just kind of, I grabbed this box a while back full of 45s because there were 2 or 3 in there that I wanted, and the rest is just kind of like the Zombies Time of the Season. This one actually sounds decent. What else was in there? Another Zombies, You Make Me Feel So Good, and She's Not There. And then there were a bunch of these Garth Brooks jukebox singles, and that's the main reason I bought it. You got Dixie Chicken and That Summer, a duplicate of that. The Red Strokes and Burning Bridges, both killer songs. Duplicate of that. Billy, you may be getting some of these if you want them. Write a note if you want these duplicates. Night Rider's Lament and We Shall Be Free. One Night a Day and Mr. Blue, and then a duplicate of that. The Night Will Only Know and The Fever. Another Burning Bridges. Papa Loved Mama and New Way to Fly. What else do we got? We Bury the Hatchet and The River. Phenomenal. Ireland and The Beaches of Cheyenne. So that was all Garth Brooks singles. Oh, more. That one's We Shall Be Free again. Let's see what we got here. George Jones, Her Name Is. Kenny Loggins, Swear Your Love, and Footloose was part of that. Climax. What is this? Styx, Sing for the Day, and Renegade. Renegade's killer. Let's see, John Michael Montgomery, Rope the Moon. Pat Benatar, Love is a Battlefield, and Hell is for Children, both great songs. Bob Dylan, Like a Rolling Stone, and Gates of Eden was in there. What is this one? Oh, that's a this is a Square Dance video, or a Square Dance single with instructions that was part of that box. I thought that was funny. Stars. This one pissed me off. This one was listed as mint. Or in near mint condition. This is She's Just a Fallen Angel and Monkey Business from Stars, who I'm a huge fan of. And it's, I don't know how, can you guys see how warped that is? I mean, just completely unplayable. And I paid $5 or $4 for that. And then the guy tried to give me a bad review on eBay, saying that I was lying about what I received. eBay went and fixed it, but man, I was pissed. And they actually refunded my money too, and told me to keep it, which it's not playable. I don't know why I still have it, but Duran Duran, The Reflex, and New Religion. Don't worry, I'm getting back to metal, I promise. I'm just kind of flying through the Kinks, You Got Me, and It's All Right. Let's see, another Pat Benatar, Walking in the Underground. Come on. Oh, the Bee Gees, Staying Alive. That's for you, Aaron. Aerosmith, Dream On, and Sweet Emotion. These are cool. I've shown these before. Is this both of them or just the first one? This is Patsy Cline's Greatest Hits. I think this was from 62 or 63 on Decca, and this sounds great. You've got Back in Baby's Arms, She's Got You, Loving on My Mind, Walking After Midnight, Crazy, and I Fall to Pieces. Killer 7-inch. It sounds beautiful. And then here's the other one. It's another 7-inch. This one has Anytime, and the B-side is Your Cheating Heart. Those two 7-inches have all of her greatest songs on there. The Hollies, On a Carousel, and All the World Is Love. I don't even think I've listened to that. Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton, Islands in the Stream, I Will Always Love You. Don't laugh. You know you like that song. Dave Clark 5, I've never heard that one. For John out there, Burning Heart, Survivor, and Feels Like Love from Rocky. Duran Duran, Skin Trade. What was the B-side on this? And We Need You. Albatross, Passport to Pleasure, and I Believe in the USA. Walking Away, Clint Black, Straight from the Factory. And what's the last one here? Another John Michael Montgomery. So let's get back to some metal. Thought I heard something. We got some Kiss. Rock and Roll All Night. Is that on both sides, I believe? So yeah, we got the LP cut and then live. I don't remember what this one was. This is a Vinyl Me Please. Every month when you're subscribed to Vinyl Me Please, they select random people and they'll usually print 1,000 of these secret 7-inches and throw them in there. And one month I got the secret 7, and it wasn't any good. James Vincent McMorrow. It's an Irish R&B / folk singer. It didn't do anything for me. If anybody's interested in that, let me know. So we had the Kiss. Next we got Too Hot to Handle, UFO, and this is an original on Clear Red. Yeah. Electric Phase is the B-side. AC/DC, Jailbreak, and Show Business. Tigers of Pantang, Love Potion number 9, bought with Stormlands. I say bought with, backed with, whatever you want, however you want to say it. Lands of 1,000 Dances from Ted Nugent, and the B-side is the TNT Overture. Rush, Time Stands Still, and High Water. Voivod, Kluskap Okam, bought with Kluskap Okam Live. I can't remember if that was colored vinyl or not. Jimi Hendrix, we got Freedom, and the B-side is Angel. That's a great one. Traveling Wilburys, Handle with Care. What was the B-side of this one? And Margarita. Lou Reed, Perfect Day and Walk on the Wild Side. Here's one you'll like, Scott, T-Rex, Telegram Sam. This one has Cadillac Baby Strange. Yeah, and then Telegram Sam. Next 3, this is a band that Scott got me into. I didn't buy their stuff initially because I thought, just based on the name, I thought that they were a metalcore band, so I always avoided them. And then he sent me something and I was hooked, and I've been trying to get all their stuff since then. So this is 3 Inches of Blood, Leather Lord, and is it Downtown? Is the A-side. And then Angelus, Partita, Killer Instinct, and Hell Patrol. So it's a split. And that one's on black vinyl. And then you've got Live at Mushroom Volume 1, which is Leather Lord and the Goat Riders Horde. And I believe this one's colored vinyl. Yeah, this one's like a maroon vinyl. And then Live at Mushroom Volume 3, which has Metal Woman and Battles in Brotherhood. And this one's on white vinyl. And sadly, shortly after their last album came out, they broke up. So I think right as they were starting to really make a name for themselves and get out there, they kind of ended, sadly. Next up, another Van Halen, Why Can't This Be Love? What's the B-side? That may be that on both sides. No, Get Up is the B-side for that one. The Rockin' Vickers, Dandy and I Need Your Kind. This is when Lemmy was in the band. I think he's only on one song, but I can't remember off the top of my head. He may have been on both, but I believe he was only on the B-side. And that was his first band there. This is another one of the side-by-side mystery vinyls from Record Store Day. And this one is, oh yeah, Rocket Reducer number 62, MC5, and then the Melvins is the B-side doing the same song. I like these too. These split 7 inches where they have two bands doing the same song, I think is really cool. This one, Genesis Spot the Pigeon EP. This is the 6-inch or the 7-inch. Sorry. I've also got I think two different 12-inch versions of it. Evil Survives. This one was VCLT from Canada, from 33 RPM, I believe. The A side is Judas Priest Live, and the B side is Dragon Slayer. Next up, we got some original punk. 7 inches, we got Radio, Radio, Radio. Side A is Radio and Dope Sick Girl. Side B is Just a Feeling and Someone's Gonna Die. And then another Rancid. This one's a little bit earlier. I can't remember if this is their first or their second album. I'm Not the One and Battering Ram on side A. The B side is The Sentence, Media Controller, and Idle Hands, which is a great song. White Snake, Slip of the Tongue, and The Deeper the Love. So let's see, we'll go ahead and stop part 2 right there. I will see you soon, VC. Take care.